Greetings, Holy One. Peace be unto you. We are in the time of spiritual warfare, of when the brothers of light, the sons and daughters of the law of one, do battle with the sons of Belial, the sons of darkness, the sons and daughters of darkness. Now, let's not waste our time or energies by trying to categorize others as being sons of light, daughters of darkness, sons of darkness. Let's not waste our time with that because we can start with ourselves. And prior to September 24th of 2021, there were times where I operated as a son of the darkness, as a son of Belial, more so than I did as a son of light. I was still going through my polarity orientation. That changed. That began to change in August 11th of 2021, where my heart chakra was open. Those energies began to percolate. Those energies began to stimulate, elevate, which was an entire process that culminated in September 24th of 2021, where my Kundalini God Force was released. That activation came through alignment. That activation partly came through hunger for the word of God, for being involved. That activation was chiefly responsible or stemmed from an engagement in deeper prayer or mantra, invoking angelic counterparts, experiencing angelic encounters, going through interdimensional brain surgery, so on and so forth. That activation also came through surrender unto the divine energies that were inherent within me, that were released. I was a weapon on my own, bereft of any guidance. A weapon that moves on its own is dangerous, dear one. But one that fully yields to the Creator becomes unstoppable. So I wish to share with you this morning, dear viewer, how it is I went from being homeless and living on cockroach broth. Just joking. That was a joke. That was a some video I made, but I was homeless though for 3 years, and I lived a very dangerous lifestyle. And I want to share with you, dear viewer, how it is that a person can become, excuse me, I'm trying to share this, an author of over 20 books from, well, I was technically, I became housed in 2020, at the very beginning of 2020. But prior to that, I was homeless for 3 years, 2016, 2019. Anywho, but I have gone through many changes and I'm no longer homeless and am now an author of over 20 books. Okay, and counting. And as long as I am allowed consciousness within this genetic vehicle, my path has been set out for me. And I'm productive and engaged in a life of the mind and the spirit. And I want to share with you specifically, and this is from a preface in the book, one of the preface. Let's see. We'll choose this quantum theurgy book. This is available now on Amazon, FY. And at some point, though, I'll release these as in paper back format. But I'm going to share specifically this journey that I've been on, and hopefully, if anyone can find inspiration in this testimony, that is what this message is for. Because your life can change. My life changed when I polarized, when I made my decision about who I was going to serve, what I was going to serve. And I'm going to just read a little bit from one of the books. This is a personal note on the nature of this offering in written word format. And this specific book is called Quantum Theurgy, The Art of Divine Reconfiguration, which is apropos because I went through a divine reconfiguration. Okay. I'm sharing this as testimony. This is my life experience, that this journey that I've been on. And within these pages, within the pages ahead, just ahead, you will encounter an eclectic blending of material presented in a non-linear fashion that is meant to provide a different learning experience that engages more so the right brain hemisphere while keeping the left brain analytical side entertained as well. I did not choose this path, it chose me. On September 24th, 2021, something happened that no framework I possessed could have prepared me for. After sustained mantra practice, 24 continuous hours, a force awakened at the base of my spine that I can only describe as cosmic. It was not metaphorical, not at all. It was not psychological, not at all. It was as physical and undeniable as fire. Yes, a great force of energy that was released from within me and burned all falsehood from me and set me on the path that I am now. I was 52 years old. I had no prior knowledge of Kundalini. I had no intention of unleashing what the ancient traditions call the serpent fire. And yet there it was, roaring, luminous, bewildering, and utterly real. What followed was years of integration. Yes, it's been 5 years going on. Research and disciplined practice. My life changed overnight. Daily pranayama, careful curation of every input. That curation is another word for discernment. This is what the true sword of Michael represents. Yeshua, the Son of Light, the great emissary of light, came not to bring peace, but a sword. And curation of every input, mental, spiritual, environmental, a progressive refinement of sensitivity to the energies that move through and around us constantly, largely unnoticed by a civilization that has been taught to dismiss such things as superstition. This book is the fruit of that integration. One of the, out of the 20 books so far, and counting, I'm not stopping anytime soon, folks. What I have come to understand through direct experience or gnosis, through cross-cultural research, and through years of disciplined inner work is something both ancient and urgently contemporary. We are living temples of the divine fire. And this is not metaphor. Okay? Every tradition that has preserved genuine initiatic knowledge has said the same thing in different language. The Vedic traditions call it prana, kundalini, shakti. The Hermetic traditions call it the divine fire, the philosopher's stone, the living light. The Egyptian traditions encoded it in the serpent on the Pharaoh's crown, the Uraeus. The Christian tradition preserved it imperfectly but unmistakably in the image of Pentecostal flame, in the burning bush, in the consuming fire of the divine presence. The same force, the same fire, the same living intelligence burning at the core of every human being, dormant in most, awakened in some, fully realized in very few. This book is about waking it up. This book, along with the other 20 plus books I have written thus far and counting, I want to be clear about what this book is and what it is not. It is not a channeled transmission claiming perfect cosmological authority. It is not a collection of unverifiable claims presented as established fact. It is not another elaborate system requiring your complete surrender to its terminology and hierarchy. It is the honest testimony of a researcher and practitioner who experienced something real, spent years integrating it, cross referenced it against the world's genuine wisdom traditions, and arrived at conclusions that are offered clearly, distinguishing between what is directly known, what is reasonably interpreted, what is proposed as visionary hypothesis. That distinction matters. Your intelligence deserves to be respected. Your own direct experience is the only final authority. The message distilled to its essential form has not changed since the first video I ever posted, the first book I ever wrote. Stop wasting time. Wake up to your divinity. Begin working with your fire. Creatively, even, rather than consumingly. It does not matter how polished or expert your expression is. What matters is that you engage it daily, seriously, with full commitment. The cosmic fires shall not consume the awakened. They shall transform them. And dear viewer, you too shall be transformed, chosen one. The time of preparation is ending. Heaven's war room has already sounded your name. You are being summoned, not just to believe, but to become. Rise in your divine identity. Step into your full authority. Operate as heaven's living weapon. Your mission is not to destroy people, but to pierce deception. Your weapon is truth. Your fire is love. Your power is purity. Every day you wake up, hell trembles because the weapon God forged in secret is now walking the earth in full awareness. You are that weapon. You are that answer. You are that vessel heaven has trusted with its final strategies. You are no longer the wounded one. You are the weapon. You are no longer the hidden one. You are the herald. You are no longer the broken one. You are the blade in the hands of God. Heaven is counting on you. The earth is waiting for you. Eternity is watching. And now you are released. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God, to the pulling down of strongholds. And so it is.